That's right, Hawkins. You're listening to WSQK The Squawk. With me, Vance Goodman, bringing you the hits before anyone else does. They don't call us the Hawkins Hitmaker for nothing. Next up, we've got something special for you, a true exclusive. Joining me in the studio tonight is one of Hawkins' most talked about individuals, but I bet a lot of you don't know that he's a talented musician. And he's here to talk about a record that technically no one has heard yet. That's right, next week, hitting record stores everywhere is The Curse of the Lich King, the debut album from heavy metal band Corroded Coffin. And sitting across from me right now is the band's frontman, guitarist, and resident agent of chaos, Mr. Eddie Munson.
Hey, that sounded official.
I try. And before we go any further, I want to remind our listeners that Mr. Munson was officially cleared of any involvement whatsoever in the atrocities of late '86. So we're not going to talk about that.
Ah, yes. My favorite footnote.
All right, so The Curse of the Lich King drops next week in all good record stores.
Actually, tiny correction.
Okay?
Right now, it's only available at Mike's Music or behind the bar at the Hideout.
Of course it is.
Very underground. Very exclusive.
So, for most of our listeners, tonight is going to be the first time they hear anything from this album.
Yep. Unless they've been to one of our shows and survived the volume.
All right, let's set this up properly. The album, The Curse of the Lich King. Fantasy themes, heavy riffs, big sound. What's the idea behind it?
It's fantasy on the surface, sure, but really? It's about power, fear, love, and growing up feeling like the world already decided who you are, and fighting like hell to prove it wrong.
That's a lot more thoughtful than people might expect.
Yeah, well, metal gets a bad rap. We're not just yelling, we're yelling about something.
Now, this isn't some 4-track demo you recorded in a basement, right? This is a real album.
Oh, it is very real. No label, though. We had to do it ourselves. No suits, no contracts, just us. And a terrifying amount of responsibility. Self-published, which is a fancy way of saying we're winging it.
Well, if there's anyone in the music business tuning in tonight, consider this your open invitation to stop ignoring what's happening in Hawkins. Self-publishing a full record like that, that's a gamble.
Oh, absolutely. We put real money into it. And by we, I mean us plus one heroic benefactor who shall remain anonymous, but definitely owns the best hair in Hawkins.
So this album matters.
Oh, yeah. No pressure or anything. But if nobody buys it, we are deeply screwed.
So you're asking Hawkins to show up.
Please. I like being able to eat.
Now, WSQK has been given something special tonight. We are about to play the very first radio broadcast of a Corroded Coffin track ever. That's right.
That's actually kind of wild.
You want to introduce it?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Hawkins. This is Hellfire Lives. First time on the air. Turn it up. Or don't. But if your parents yell at you, that's not on me.
You heard him. WSQK exclusive. Corroded Coffin. Hellfire Lives.
Whispered lies, set fears ablaze. Your pitchfork words, your holy rage. Yet we wear our scars like gilded crowns, kings of the lost. you are to blame. Hellfire lives through smoke and pain. Light your torches, fan the flames. Hellfire lives, we burn together. Ashes to ashes, hellfire forever. We faced your pitchforks, felt your rage. Battle worn from your rampage. The noise now fades, but we remain. Louder, stronger, unafraid. You chained, still defiant, still untamed. Hellfire lives, stand together. Raise your horns, hellfire forever. Hellfire lives in the blood and bone, in every freak who stood alone. Hellfire lives, stand together. Screaming loud, hellfire forever.
Whoa! That was Hellfire Lives from Hawkins' own Corroded Coffin. That track comes from their debut album, The Curse of the Lich King, out next week, available exclusively at Mike's Music, and apparently behind the bar at the Hideout, if you know how to ask.
Cash only. Don't make eye contact.
Now, some folks listening might hear anger in that song. I hear something else. I hear a response. And I'll say this plainly, as someone who's lived in this town a long time. I think the people of Hawkins owe Mr. Munson here a very big apology.
Wow, thank you. That actually means a lot.
This record doesn't ask for forgiveness. It asks to be heard. And after that, I think it deserves to be.
That's all we wanted.
Eddie Munson, Corroded Coffin. The Curse of the Lich King. Support local music. Support your outcasts. And maybe, just maybe, listen a little harder next time.
Yeah, what he said.
You're listening to WSQK The Squawk. Don't touch that dial.